Hello Pisces, and welcome to my channel Green Line Goddess. Now for my regulars, you will notice that I'm not on screen at the moment this week, because we have a bit of a state of an emergency where we are at the moment. There's bushfires all around. We don't have any water for showers. We rely on the rain. There's been no rain. And so I'm just trying to get this message out for you guys, and it's just easier for me not to be on screen at this moment. I don't think it matters, but I do apologise if I put the cards in the wrong spot, because I am trying to kind of work this out. This is a new format for me, but bear with me. But Pisces, I would like to know, I just kind of want to get the message out for you guys. What does Pisces need to know for this fortnight coming up? What information can we get for Pisces? You know what? I'm feeling that you might be more of a Rider-Waite sign. We think we might be going to the Rider-Waites for you guys this fortnight. This card, I'll get to see what that is. Oh, and this one here. Okay, great. Okay, interesting. We have the Three of Wands and the Devil. Okay, so with the Three of Wands, this is really about looking for... The threes are all around manifestation, and the wands are all around success and early success of an idea or a creation or motivation. And so the threes are very much around kind of assessing where you're at. There's been some initial success with something and wondering how you're going to move forward with that. We can see this figure's looking down below. This is the young emperor looking out, holding his three wands, and he's looking at his ships that are going out and doing his bidding, or some of them are coming back in. So there's this real sense of, okay, where are we at with this project, or where are we at this stage of life, or where am I at in terms of my career, or where am I at in terms of, my creative project, whatever that might be. Where am I at in terms of my relationship? So there's this real assessment happening here. Now it could be because we've got the Devil card come through. It's such a different energy. You can see the difference in the two cards. The Devil card's a major arcana, but also can represent a Capricorn. So if this is about you, this could be about your assessment with a relationship with a Capricorn. But I feel like for a lot of you, the Devil card is around fear. It's around how fear creates bondage in our life, how it holds us back, how it keeps us feeling stuck, how we're frozen with fear with moving forward and taking a risk and taking that next step and knowing what the next step might be, but being almost too scared to do it or worried that things are not going to work out. And so this Three of Wands card, coupled with the Devil, is that I think that there's a lot of fear and doubt around this next step, this next decision that's coming up. So I want to get a few more cards around this for you guys, Pisces, just to kind of clarify this, because we've got the Death card at the bottom of the pack here, the Death and the Devil coming out. Some pretty intense energies coming through with you, Pisces. So this is a major reassessment happening for you guys as to where you're at. And I'm feeling that with the Death card is all about change and transformation. And when the Death card comes through, those things that are no longer kind of working for you just fall by the wayside. And it could be that is actually what's happening at the moment anyway. And it feels like a little bit out of your control is what this energy of the Death card is. It's really, really positive, because what I'm drawn to is that sun rising in the background. The sun next to the two pillars rising up right in the background just there. That's where my eye goes to the most. And so what I'm getting overall with this, Pisces, is that even though if you're connecting with this, if this situation or person or relationship or career or project, whatever it is, if it feels like it's kind of at a bit of a crossroads and things aren't working out, this Death card is saying that it has kind of reached a natural conclusion up until this point. It's succeeded to the point in which it was supposed to succeed. and now things are naturally changing. But it's changing, things are leaving by the wayside for your own good. It's actually really, really positive change. So it might feel, because it's such a big change coming through here, that's where I think this devil energy is coming in. It's producing a bit of fear, because I just keep getting shown there's all this other stuff, the death, the skeleton, and the devil. It just seems so big compared to this one little sun rising over here. But for me, I really feel like that's the important point, is to keep that hope, to keep that optimism, because it is saying that is the whole point of what's happening, is that it's actually creating a new dawn, a new beginning for this situation to transform into something else and amazing. And so it's kind of, the energy is to be able to stick with that energy and go with it through the discomfort that you might be feeling through this sort of energy, because the Three of Wands is actually, and the Death card, are actually feeling quite positive to me. So there's changes happening. There's changes happening here. What else can we get for Pisces? Okay, we've got the Four of Pentacles and the Temperance card. Again, a minor arcana and a major arcana. So the Four of Pentacles is all around knowing your value, but it's also about holding on too tightly to something. So what I'm feeling with that Three of Wands energy is you've kind of reached a certain point, and then it's like you're too scared to let go and move on. So is it moving deeper into a relationship? Is it taking the next risky step, putting yourself out there in terms of the next career progression? And it actually does require you being a little bit more exposed. And so along with this is knowing what your self-worth is with this Four of Pentacles. And what's actually happening is you've kind of been given not so much a nudge, because I feel like it's sort of on a soul level, it's like this, it's happening anyway. But this Four of Pentacles is really encouraging you. What the energy really is doing, and that's why we're getting that sun rising, is it's creating a foundation. A foundation. The fours are all around creating foundations, and this is creating stability in your life in terms of career and money. And that's what, if that's not something that if you have some sort of negative belief or fear or family history pattern of that not happening, that's what's on offer here. That's what's actually happening with all this change and this movement. And it's bringing balance back in with the Temperance card. It's crowning you. There's something about the crown and the possibilities, and the money is on your head, the crown of the Four of Pentacles, and there's a crown in the Temperance card. And the Three of Wands is the young emperor. So it's kind of like there's a challenge here. There's a challenge here, Pisces, to step out of your comfort zone and take and kind of expand and grow. And so through this process, balance will be restored, harmony will be restored in your life, and you'll have a sense of feeling really in control of this process, and stability in terms of your relationship, in terms of your sense of self, in terms of your career. So yeah, it's really urging you to get out of your comfort zone, to be able to appreciate and receive the benefit of this change. So what else can we get for Pisces? What else can we get for Pisces? And solid standing financially. Yeah, so we have the Eight of Cups here, which is leaving a situation behind. You can see, interestingly, both these figures have got red capes. And so I feel like this Three of Wands energy, like I said, it feels like the Three of Wands is at a bit of a crossroads where it's assessing, what do I leave behind? What do I keep? All those sort of questions. And this Eight of Cups energy is really around being able to walk away and leave something that's not working for you emotionally behind you, to be able to move into these changes that are happening. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean the ending of a situation in terms of for some of you, it's walking away from a relationship or walking away from that situation. For others, it's walking away from the dynamic within that, engaging with the dynamic of a situation or a person. just a certain aspect of it. Because what I'm getting with that Three of Wands card is it's not necessarily, we've got these three ships in the background. There's more than one aspect here. So it's not just one whole thing that you're walking away from. Parts of it are changing and parts are staying the same, and that's why it sort of feels unsettling. So there's something that you do need to leave behind here. And like I said, it doesn't mean necessarily you're leaving a person behind. Maybe it's just indulging in someone's drama, or allowing yourself to get hurt, or leaving, or whatever it is. It feels like an aspect that you're leaving behind here. So, and yeah, for some of you, it could be like fully walking away. So what can we get for Pisces? I'm going to pull out one last animal card as a little goodbye parting message. But overall, I think, it's whenever this energy comes through, Pisces, there's so much, there's so much potential here. It's like that point where you get to a certain point. It's that point where people are either on the verge of success or being blocked and self-sabotage. And that's the sort of point that this energy is around. And it's definitely an opportunity here to move beyond that and make the right decision, and to kind of build that foundation that's coming up. Okay, what have we got for Pisces coming through for this? Raccoon. Interesting. We have the element of earth here. I actually really love this card. I mean, it looks dark, but this represents the inner artist. So for a lot of you, this is a creative block that's being kind of worked on. Something that the raccoon's wanting to hide, and half of it's coming out. So like I said, it's about being exposed or feeling vulnerable, and half of it's coming back in. So it's that moment, like I said, of choosing to, what I feel like is really being asked of the raccoon here is to step fully into the light, to step out of the darkness, reveal exactly who they are, show their skills and talents, allow themselves to be exposed, allow themselves for people to judge their work. Because this could all be around judgment and feeling like, sorry, Pisces, this could all be around, as an artist, that point where you've made something beautiful and amazing, or created something beautiful, amazing. Apply that, what I just said, to any part of your life. It could be relationship, job, career. And the next step is to take it to the next level. And the next level is definitely, showing people what you've made, or sending it to a critic, or putting it on in a festival, or just an opening night. It's or being able to accept criticism to move to the next level. Or, if we're talking a business, it's like, thinking bigger. This whole reading is about encouraging you to step out of yourself and think a little bit bigger, and allow yourself to grow and expand. Because there's these really beautiful energies around. There's these really beautiful possibilities of success and fulfillment here, and creating those foundations. So I hope that makes sense for some of you guys, Pisces. If you'd like to hear more, please like, subscribe, or leave a comment. Otherwise, I'll see you next time, and take care. Bye.